Designing Texas is brought to you in part by Christian Custom Homes at the Hills of Kingswood. From the home of two of the biggest names in Dallas restaurants to an award-winning builder setting a new standard in Texas, to the before of a new project for our Designing Texan, along with our regular features Build to Suit and Build It with Bruce. We've got the latest and greatest. We're Texas' best and longest running home, garden, landscape, and lifestyle show. Designing Texas starts now. Hello again, everybody. I'm Jocelyn White. It's the second Sunday of the month, so that means Designing Texas here on Channel 8. Today is the kickoff for our fall season, our 18th, by the way, and we've got an amazing show for you, lots to cover, so here we go. Kit Rathman and his wife Tracy are famous in the world of food. His restaurants and chef creations and her restaurant, Shinsei, have all made their mark. Now, his former restaurants include Abacus and Jasper's and his former catering company. The pair have a new restaurant together in Dallas's Victory Park, and they also have a new home that shows off their knowledge of how to do a kitchen right. It's tour time.
I feel like we agreed pretty much on everything about the design, and I mean, Tracy and I did 95% or more of the interior and the exterior design.
I think the thing that made our building process fairly painless and smooth was we knew exactly what we wanted. You know, you are not going to get a Louis Vuitton bag for a Target price. So you kind of have to know going into it, I can make this work, or I can live with this, or I'm willing to spend the money for this because this is what I want.
So what the Rathmans did was put together a Pinterest book, if you will, their wish book.
It was based on things that we had seen when we traveled, homes that I'd been in when I catered, wineries, and you know, we just sort of said, wow, we really like that. And we put together a notebook that was this thick with photographs of things that we thought were awesome, and so we knew exactly the direction we were heading.
They knew they wanted space, a big kitchen, of course, inside and out, places for art, a wine room that's comfortable for guests but keeps the bottles cool, and of course a cozy fireplace. The end result?
I love our open areas. I love our outdoor area. I love the big doors and the way it opens up the house.
Of course, they live indoors and out and entertain the same way.
The only time we really don't entertain outdoors is when it's incredibly hot.
Or incredibly cold.
If it's above 40, you can turn the heaters on out there and light the fireplace, and it's actually the perfect time of year.
It's beautiful.
The doors are extraordinary, particularly in the way they recess into the wall. It truly becomes indoor-outdoor living.
And oddly enough, the doors that we have, they're wide open a lot more than most people would believe.
Yeah. We like to pretend we live in Northern California.
Here on Inwood.
Here on Inwood. Yeah. Here in Dallas, Texas. Squint real hard.
The home is livable throughout, but as you may imagine, it is the kitchen that is Kent's space. He does love to hang out here, whether it's cooking with his daughter or just working on his computer as he plans menus, schedules, and jots down ideas for their latest restaurant.
The space is a beautiful thing in a kitchen. So if you have counter space, I call it the runway, and this is absolutely a runway. I mean, when we have friends here, this is where the buffet sits. When we plate for parties that we do, this is where the party is plated. And this is also where everybody congregates to socialize and hang out and drink wine, and you know, just this is the heart of the house right here.
This is unmistakably the Rathman home. From the house itself to the items in it, a light fixture Kent designed, unusual art that leaves its indelible mark on the imagination, like Tracy's favorite, this light piece. And then this Inglemar chandelier with its broken china and pieces of cutlery that sets the welcome and the farewell from the foyer.
You know, when we travel nicely because of what we do, and we're very fortunate and very blessed in that. And we always said we wanted to have a house that sort of equaled the things that we see when we travel. So when we come home, we're in a comfortable place and we don't feel like, oh, now we gotta go home. I love coming in this door. I love walking out in the backyard. I love being here.
Just got back from Napa and we're staying at a beautiful hotel. And first thing when we laid in bed that night was like, there's no place like home.
Yeah.
Because we really do, we love it.
Such an amazing place. I just love what they've done with that space. In the meantime, the Rathbons are now wrapping up a cruise on the Regent Seven Seas where they were the special guest chefs in residence. And we know they had a really good time. Speaking of good times, we've used Gary Riggs' store on Alpha as our set many times over the past few years, but no more after today. That's because next month, Gary is moving to the Dallas Design District on my favorite street, Dragon Street, and we can't wait to show you that location. Today, however, we're at the scene of where Gary stages and stores many of his design spectaculars. He's working on one now for my dear friend Linda Spina, who lives in McKinney. And Gary, I want you to come on in and show me what you've got planned for Miss Linda.
So she wanted to kind of go into that yellow and gray kind of thing, and so we went into some mustardy kinds of colors and pulled fabrics and things, giving it, because the house is traditional in its architecture, but wanted to give it a little bit of a modern kind of feeling, which is what we're doing a lot now with homes, and so a lot of things change. So, like for instance, the granite in her kitchen went into this dark kind of tone, but then they went along.
And this is very modern.
Yeah, with the backsplash, but then taking, so that we've got a little bit of texture, then the walls in all of the kitchen and breakfast area are going to be in this grass cloth.
Which is beautiful.
And so it's kind of given us this neutral kind of putty palette. But in her family room, the thing is that they had going in there a sectional, and it was in these kinds of tones, where you see it was all, you know, kind of more earthy and all those reds and things from years ago. Well, the sectional is still in really good shape. So what we did was we kept the body cloth, which was neutral and was great, and then we've done all the cushions in like these fabrics. So you're going to be able to see how it all come together. So here's the main cushions, and then we've got pillows, giving a little bit of kind of almost a tribal influence. So what we're going to do then is we're changing the dining chairs. They're quite traditional, so we're going to pull those out. And what we're adding is this fabric on an upholstered dining chair that's got a little bit more of a modern shape. So what we did was take all the coloration, but now we're adding in the mustard.
One of the things I noticed is the lamps. They are extraordinary and a little different, very kind of edgy.
The other thing that's really fun that we're going to do for him is that she had this series of birds in print, and so what we're going to do is we're taking all of these and we're going to frame them individually and large enough that we're going to have the set of 6 that'll hang over the sofa.
What was kind of your feeling now that you've seen everything pull together?
At first, you know, as we kind of settled into the groove of what it was that we were doing and we identified a couple of the fabrics, then it was like all of a sudden, oh yes, 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 this is working, and it's going to make it a lot, you know, just a really fun space. And it's transforming for them. I mean, it's really giving them a total new feeling, but and yet it's still home and things that they enjoy and wanted to have still in their lives.
Gary, I can't wait until next month when you do the reveal for Linda. And then we also get to see the new store in the next couple of months.
Yeah, we'll be revealing that, and that it's in the process now. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Lots of fun stuff in store for Gary Riggs Home. Thanks, Gary.
Sure.
I love these.
Yeah, they're going to be fun.
Still ahead, take 5 with Christian Custom Homes. And later we check in on Build It with Bruce and Build to Suit. We'll be back in a minute.
Are you considering building a house with some beautiful topography, beautiful views that you can see for miles? Well, here in the hills of Kingswood, we've got them. I'm Tony Visconti, I'm the owner of Bella Custom Homes. We've been building in the Metroplex for 25 years, and topography lots are our specialty.
Restless leg syndrome runs in families. Help end restless leg syndrome for future generations by becoming a member of the RLS Foundation. More strength, more knowledge, more hope for a cure. Visit rls.org.
Hello everybody, I'm Jocelyn White and welcome to the part of the show we call our show within a show. I'm with Philip Carter from Christian Custom Homes, the group revolutionizing building in Dallas and Fort Worth. And Philip, you and I stood across the street in your Starling home that you sold back in January, and you looked across and you said, we're going to be standing in a home there within 6 to 7 months. And here we are.
That house, we were really proud of that house because we just won 12 out of 14 awards from the American Builders Association and D-Home magazine for the year. And it was a project, and it was very special in that it was Texas Hill Country with California custom. And we've come total 180 from that in this house, in that this is more Hollywood Hills and very open, very neutral colors with light and bright and airy. And I think you're really gonna like this because it's very different than what we've done before.
At the same time, what you've done is create a whole new way of thinking about customizing a home. And it's not really a spec home, it's a customized home. Explain the difference.
In today's environment, people have the money that we see, but they don't have the time. Time is the most valuable product for, these types of homeowners. And we've realized that and created a product in which they can get exactly what they're looking for without having to go through the headache, the hassle, and the stress so they can focus on their business and focus on their finances and not have to focus on the details of building a home. So that's what today's market is looking for, we feel. Each one of these homes we've sold as quick as we can, finish them, and we've created another one here that we're ready to sell.
Philip Carter always says teamwork makes the dream work. A big part of this revolutionary dream team is interior designer Karen Dismore.
It starts with Philip Carter and his vision, and I think it starts with the lot, the potential buyer that we see fitting into this neighborhood, and being willing to appreciate what we put into these homes, the detail, the thought process.
One of the things done in this house that Karen did that Philip particularly likes is repurposed product. Storefront glass for shower glass. A backsplash product for an entire wall in the Hollywood Glam dining room, along with a very unusual chandelier overhead. The other unusual aspect of Christian Custom Homes is that Philip wants every finished project perfect. Sometimes that means tearing out what's just been put in. It took 3 times for this marble bath to meet his strict expectations.
We're not afraid to admit when something doesn't work. We want the same result at the end of the day, which is for it to be the best that it can be. And I think that's why Philip and I work so well together, is because that's what we want ultimately, is for it to be perfection.
And what homeowner wouldn't want that as well? You do build great homes for entertaining, and I've noticed that at most people's parties, people end up in the kitchen. Look at this island, look at this great kitchen. What was the thinking behind it?
Well, it was just for that, entertaining. We wanted to create a space where people could congregate and feel comfortable. Obviously, this oversized island of Carrara marble, we hand-picked these slabs and had them shipped in. Obviously, they're bookmarked, so all of the veins line up and everything. So it was very, very difficult, as a matter of fact, to find just the right Carrara marble for this. But, with the La Cornue stove and Vinahood and, Karen's just done a wonderful job with choosing the cabinetry colors and, you know, the mesh, the steel mesh that goes on those, and there's just a lot of details here that make this very special.
The entire house has this great special feel, if you will, but the area I have to say that I really like, and I know you had the vision for it, is the backyard with the pool and all the fire features. That, at the end of the day, to go out there and have a glass of wine and stand and look at how beautiful that is and how much fun that would be.
I think the use of fire and water really captures, you know, at twilight or at dark, something really cool with the outside. When you're entertaining and you bring people over and they see these, you know, very special products that you've used and the fire and the water aspects of it, it kind of differentiates yourself and your product from the others that are out there.
This home's price point is around $5 million. Christian Custom Homes is also planning a $2 to $3 million price point product. 3 different styles in the next few months: a mission style, ultra modern, and Texas Hill Country. We'll be following their progress over the course of the next quarter. They all share the same philosophy, and they will all be move-in ready.
So you're getting a very special house. You just don't have to go through all the work to get there.
So next month, we get a sneak peek of the 3 unique and new Christian Custom Homes just around the corner. Thanks a lot, Philip.
Thank you.
We'll see you next month. Still to come, Build It with Bruce. Bruce Russo checks in, and also Build to Suit. Ron Davis has another special day in store.
Are you struggling to reach the right audience? Stop playing the guessing game. Digital marketing can be overwhelming. Let us be your guide. Your business is our business.
Designing Texas continues. I told you we had a packed show today, and continuing with that theme of lots of stuff coming your way, Bruce Russo checks in with Build It with Bruce, and today he's talking about how much further along Kai is, the new restaurant in Legacy West, and when it will open. Here's Bruce.
Welcome to this episode of Build It with Bruce. Today, we're here at Kai. We're doing something we don't typically do, but we're gonna give you a little teaser. So we're gonna take you through, point out some of the details. The big reveal is up and coming. We still are doing some odds and ends outside, but we're close. This restaurant percolates with beauty. The details are abound. As like every restaurant we show you, this one is packed full with the wow. I couldn't resist not to show this one. Come on, let's go and take a look. Okay. Obvious things are obvious, and it's obvious that the Rabata and the decorative shroud is the centerpiece of the entire restaurant. Energy, energy, energy in this restaurant. I mean, you turn 180 degrees and it's a whole different view. The energy of this dining room with the bar, the shakes of the drink, the bartenders, the camaraderie of the people, the conversation. Trust me, this is the place to be, Plano, Texas. If you recall on earlier shows here at Kai, we talked about imagination of items, specifically the bar. The custom shelves are in, the custom brass detail work for the shelves is in, the window graphics is in, and it's just clouds the glass enough to where you can still see the fire through it from the Rabata grill. Excellent touch. The reclaimed wood is on the surface of the bar. The custom foot rail is in. A lot of energy is going to happen here, but I can tell you the best place for energy here at Kai is going to be the lounge. Let's go take a look at that now. Here we are. The awesome, the sexy, the beautiful lounge at Kai. This is Energy Central right here. This is where it's going to happen. It's going to be the destination. We're going to have people say, I will meet you at the lounge at Kai. That's the kind of destination we're going to have here. If you can imagine sitting with friends, having cocktails, talking about the day, listening to great music, I'm telling you, this is it right here in Plano, Texas. We call this one a wrap. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. See you next time on Build with Bruce.
Bruce says the restaurant should be open in the next 10 days or so, and we look forward to that. Looking forward right now to Jennifer Terrell's piece as she checks in with Build to Suit. Seems Ron Davis is with a group called Burgess, who know all about home inspections.
Hi, and welcome back to this episode of Build to Suit on Designing Texas. I'm your host, Jennifer Terrell. Today we're here with Ron Davis of Ron Davis Custom Homes at his showcase home here on Melshire. And it feels like, Ron, we were just here a few months ago doing the smoke test. So tell me about the status and the process of this home and where we're at.
Well, it was smoky. That was our smoke test. It went great. But here we are today. We're only a few weeks away from being complete with a beautiful home. It's our showcase home, like you said. And we looked at it where we were. We was walking through construction, debris. Now we're almost complete. So it is an exciting home. Up to date, current, exciting.
Well, and I know recently you were just in Prosper with the Burgess Consulting Group working on a home up there at Whitley Place. Do you want to bring me up to speed on what you were doing up there?
Burgess Consultant Company, one we use for our training and our quality control. They have a program called Rest Assured, and we use that to inspect our homes. It's over 300 points at the frame stage to ensure that we are delivering a quality home with another set of eyes.
At Burgess Construction Consultants, we're interested in helping you build a better home. Our thorough inspection process is going to help you deliver that high quality home that you seek to your homeowner. So what we'll do is we'll go through some of these and talk about some of these specific defects, and maybe we can prevent those in the future.
You know, the Burgess Company has over 300 items they check on our homes. It's very extensive, and it's everything you look through a home before the sheetrock goes on. And you can walk through there and she'll check electrical, plumbing, air conditioning, frame, to make sure things are done properly.
On this switch, you can see we have this bracket, and then over here on the outlet, you can see we have a staple. Either one of those are fine. You always want the hips, ridges, and valleys properly supported, and you want to carry that weight down properly. So anytime that you have a splice in the bottom top plate, you're really looking for additional support there. As a best practice, we always ask for our clients to put a stud there. Ron Davis Homes always goes above and beyond. Not everyone goes through the rigors of a third-party inspection, and I commend you and your team for doing such. You're always trying to build a better home, and I'm glad that we can be a part of that.
Our name is on the sign, Ron Davis Custom Homes. We want to turn a better home and get better all the time. We cannot rest on our laurels. The Burgess Company is our partner, and they're another set of eyes. They help us, and that's what we're looking for.
Well, Ron, if I was building a custom home, I would be so excited and confident in what I'm building based on your quality control and what you guys are doing through this process with the Burgess Consulting Group.
You know, there's so many things we do to our home, and every home. You know, with the Burgess Company, how we rest assured, and we don't get credit for it. We got comfort built, but people don't know about that. So we're always striving to do something better for our customers and deliver a better product.
Well, thanks, Ron. We're looking forward to talking to Shirley next to get the status of all the homes and all the projects with Ron Davis Custom Homes. Here's Shirley.
At Ron Davis Custom Homes, we have so many things going on. It's thrilling to be a part of this process right now. What we have is a lot of homes that are about to happen, a lot of homes that are happening, and a lot of homes that are almost finished and completely finished. One of the homes that finished is in the hills of Kingswood in Frisco. It's just now being staged a little bit, and we are excited to have that available. We've got 2 other homes that are almost finished, so they're under construction in the hills of Kingswood. Also in the hills of Kingswood, we have phase 3B coming up. It backs up to trees, a creek, a pond. Some of those home sites back up to a beautiful pond. It is so exciting. Ron Davis Custom Homes has 5 lots there. Then what we have under construction is the Crittenden's home, Steve and Lori. It's in the tile stage. Their selection process has been a dream to watch. One of our newest phases is the Homestead in Frisco. That's Frisco City, Frisco Schools. We are so excited about this very, very high-end custom community. There are going to be 39 home sites. Very few custom builders are invited in that neighborhood, and it's going to be the creme de la creme of Newman Village, which is the creme de la creme of Frisco anyway. It will be about January of next year when we break ground. You're not going to believe what you're going to see there. It's going to be so exciting. At Ron Davis Custom Homes, we build such a variety of homes, which is the most thrilling part about what we do. Our customers love it. We build country French, we build provincial French, we build modern French, we build beautiful exotic Mediterranean. And by exotic, I don't mean outrageous, I mean soft tones, very, very high-end custom looks that bring in that transitional clean line that's in demand right now. Large windows, many beautiful, wonderful changes meeting today's lifestyle with open venues for people to live like they want to live. They tell us that's what makes Ron Davis Custom Homes one of the best custom home builders for build-to-suit homes in Dallas, Texas.
Well, Ron and Shirley sure have a lot going on right now, but we really look forward to getting to see the big reveal on their showcase home on Melshire. That's it for today. We look forward to seeing you next time on Build to Suit.
Thanks a lot, Jan. We look forward to next month. Right now, though, we have the finishing touch. And it's all about a brand new book that will give you some wonderful ideas for decorating and introduce you to another one of my decorator friends. The book is called Wanderlust, and it's by Dallas-Fort Worth designer Michelle Nussbaumer. And just like Gary Riggs says, she's got another colorful aesthetic. Okay, we'll see you next month when the show airs again on the second Sunday, which will be November 11th. In the meantime, home is where we want to make each day a colorful one, and that can happen at home. We'll see you next month. I love this book.